Hello everyone, this is Bob Mayer from Orglo in Novi, Michigan. And today I wanted to talk to you about one of the most overlooked aspects of a wellness regimen. So everybody's familiar with eating the proper diet, getting the proper nutrition. Well, most everybody's familiar with it. Whether we do it or not is another thing. And exercise, so getting the proper amount of exercise as well. And to a lesser extent, people are familiar with getting proper UV exposure, ultraviolet exposure for the vitamin D production in the skin, and then having proper visible light exposure too. So as opposed to like the fluorescent lighting in most buildings or normal light bulbs in the houses, having a full spectrum visible light bulb. And what we try to do with those things is we try to kind of condense or concentrate everything into either a shorter period of time or into the pill form. So when it comes to nutrition, we'll take multivitamins or we'll juice and try to get all the nutrients that we need in the form of juicing. When it comes to exercise, we try to condense it into a 15-minute, 30-minute, 1 hour period of time. And nowadays with ultraviolet, we have the tanning salons where we can go and tan for 10-15 minutes and try to get the vitamin D from that. Or if people that don't think that's safe or just can't get the proper exposure, they'll just take a vitamin D3 pill and get it through that way. The other thing is stress. So everybody's familiar with trying to reduce stress, and we kind of do the same thing with that. We'll do yoga or meditation. To try to kind of condense our de-stressing down into a shorter period of time. And then, with the visible light, there's like the happy lights now for like seasonal affective disorder and all that kind of stuff. But one of the most overlooked aspects is, in my opinion, is infrared light. So, with the ultraviolet and the visible light, we're basically trying to replicate what we would get from the sun on a regular basis. With exercise, we're trying to replicate, what we would do on a regular basis, but we can't do because we're in buildings or in our house or just sitting around all day long. And then with nutrition, we're trying to replicate what we would have gotten in our normal diet before, the crops became so depleted of nutrients. But, with infrared light, not many people seem to know about it. And even the people that know about it, they don't really understand it. I don't think the significance of it or the importance of it. So most of the energy that comes from the sun, most of the energy that we would be exposed to on a regular basis if we were outside like we used to be, is infrared energy. More than 50% of the energy that hits our planet is in the form of infrared. And we're missing that. We're not outside on a regular basis. We're not getting the proper exposure to the sun. And, not many people are really trying to supplement that. And, what the health effects of that are is, it's kind of unknown, but we could see what the known benefits of the infrared saunas are. And we could assume that we're missing, a huge portion of what it would take to be well. So, the infrared saunas, benefit essentially everything. Pain relief, people feel like they have more energy, they sleep better, arthritis, it's detoxifying, it could help, burn fat, lose weight, and lower blood pressure, improve heart health, just the whole gamut of things. And, people just aren't getting this. So what we have and what other companies like us are starting to do is they're starting to provide these infrared saunas that I'm in right now for people to use. And it's essentially trying to do what we're trying to do with nutrition or exercise or all those other things, which is basically condense the experience that we would have gotten on a regular basis down to a shorter period of time. So basically people would stay in our saunas for 40 minutes, get a much more intense exposure to infrared, and as a result, not need to be outside all day long or whatever. But with this more intense exposure, people see just a whole wide variety of different health benefits from it. And so that's basically what we're trying to do here. So, most of the energy from the sun is infrared energy that hits this planet. The other thing is that infrared is absorbed by the body, and the body perceives it as heat. So the body is actually absorbing this energy, and there doesn't seem to be any negative side effects to it. Seems to be perfectly fine for the body to be exposed to this, even in high doses. So those three things right there kind of speak for themselves. So if you have an infrared sauna location around you, I really encourage you to go and try to use that infrared sauna. If you have the ability to be outside on a regular basis and absorb that energy from the sun, then do that as well. But it is something that most people don't even consider when they're looking at their wellness regimen. And even most places that either make the infrared saunas or have the infrared saunas, they don't talk about the importance of the fact that we're lacking it. They'll talk about the detoxification aspects. They'll talk about all the different health benefits, but the tie hasn't been made to the actual reason why there are these health benefits. And that reason is because we are meant to be exposed to it and to be exposed to a lot of it, and we're not. So we're essentially lacking that aspect of things. So once again, if you could find an infrared sauna around you, or have the ability to be outside on a regular basis and get safe exposure to the sun, I highly encourage you to do so, and I think you will realize the benefits of the infrared light, and you'll see what you've been missing. So have a great day.